Okay, everyone. Week 14, one more than. And I got really clever with the animation this week, I think, personally. So, the first one we start with is really basic because we want students to kind of get the gist. So, we're going to ask, what is one more than one? And we'll click and we'll show one. And we'll say, one more means we're adding one to what we have. So, let's go ahead and do that. And you're prompting them to do this along with you on their whiteboards. All right, let's think about it. What is one more than one? How many do you see? Um, because this one is so simple, kids are going to probably get it pretty fast. Check your answers. Did you write two? And then we can check it on the card. And this, what's really fun about this is it brings it back to the subitizing they've done. And at this point, students probably can subitize the numbers on the 10 frame really fast. And so the card really allows them to check and see if they're right. I'll do one more just to show you. Oh, and then we want to say the language. One more than one is two. Erase their boards. What is one more than six? So they can see six on the 10 frame. We're going to go ahead and put our six. So go ahead and follow along with me. Let's count as we draw our dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Remember, one more means plus one. So let's add one more to our board. And now let's think about it. How many dots do we have now? Let students write, show them the answer. Let's check it on our 10 frame. So we had 6 and we added one more. One more than 6 is 7. So I believe that we removed the scaffold at some point on Monday. Oh, yeah, here it is. It says, you try. What is one more than 3? So we want them to just take a stab at it. So there's 3. What would one more be? And we will click, and that brain just tells them that that is your turn to think about it. And then when we click again, it shows the one more on the 10 frame. Here's your hint. Look at the 10 frame. How many are there? Did you say 4? 4 is one more than 3. Tuesday is exactly the same, but this time it uses the number rack. So I'll just show you what this looks like with the number rack. What is one more than 2? Let's draw our 2 on the board. Remember, one more means we're adding 1. Let's do it. Did you add your 1? Great. Let's think. How many are there now? Students write, then you show. Yeah, there's 3. Let's check it. 2 and one more is 3. One more than 2 is 3. So it'll do the same thing, and then the last 1 or 2 won't have you prompting with the dots. It'll have students thinking about it. Wednesday, we use yet another model. How exciting. This time the number path. So we'll say, what is 1 more than 4? More means it's going to be bigger. And hint, we want to push them to think about going up the number line, at least for this first one. So think about it. What's 1 more than 4? Have them write it. Show the number. 5. Did you put 5? And check it. 1 more than 4 is 5. And it follows the same format for that one because we're not doing dots. We're having them think of a number line instead of the quantity. So since they're thinking about it in a different way, we just kind of don't have any other scaffolds to remove. Thursday, we now just have the number, but we are going to encourage them to use their whiteboards to figure it out. So, what is 1 more than 2? And we're starting off simple because we've removed a lot of the visual scaffolds. So, 1, 2, draw it on your board. Remember, one more means we're adding 1. So, let's go ahead and do that. All right, and think about it. How many are there? 3. So 1 more than 2 is 3. So for the rest of this day, you're going to have that, and then the last couple will remove the dot scaffolds and have students do it without your support. On Friday, we do start, with one, where we support them with dots like we did the previous day, but then the rest of them, we remove that scaffold to give them a try, to try it on their own. So we'll say, "What is 1 more than 8?" And there's just the brain there thinking about it. So students will have to either mentally figure it out or use the dots. And the reason we used the dots for the first one on Friday is just to remind them that that is a tool that they can use. So when we click this, it'll just show what is 1 more than 8. It'll show 9. 1 more than 8 is 9. And again, we want to continuously reinforce the language and the connection between one more and plus one. We've already established the rest of the week. All right. Hope you enjoy this week. Let me know if you have questions.